Sorry about that. Okay, let me get started. First of all, before we get started, man, I've been doing this a long time, and I'm blessed to be able to be the head coach here. But I got to say this: you going to the Memphis game last night and turning around and making this game's impressive now.
I didn't make the game. I just walked in.
Hey, I was not expecting you to be here.
When I turned it on, you were down 14 in the second half, and I was going to just drive straight home. But then I listened on the radio. When the radio got in range, I listened the rest of the way.
Yeah.
I walked in, right? That long 5-minute review with 3 minutes left helped me get
Oh, that's great. Well, let me talk about this a little bit. Man, I coached in the Sun Belt. I love that league. When the Sun Belt has any chance, when you go play up and you can play the American teams and those things, man, that's a badge of honor. And I don't think our guys quite understood that. Honestly, remember, before I took the job here, we played Tulane here. And I remember having our kids so fired up to come in here and play, and we won the game. We got another Sun Belt team coming up, and so our guys got it. They have to rise to the occasion. And I thought for the most part, the end of the first half and the second half, we were able to get that done. I thought our bench was outstanding. I thought this young man was great. I thought Percy was really, really good with the physicality. So we stopped a lot of the rebounds in the second half. Again, I'm proud of our kids because, again, you go 30 of 30 from the line in a game like that, really only having, 7 turnovers. And I just thought we played the right way to be able to end it. But, again, we just have to continue to get better.
Very physical game, especially in the first half.
Yeah.
It seemed like both sides, you sort of caught up in the second half physically.
Yeah.
What did you do to change that?
Well, I put more physical guys in. I thought we needed to play Percy and Tyler together. And those are our two most physical players. And we kind of changed our defense up a little bit also. We have 2 or 3 different ways that we can kind of guard you. And we went with the lineup that we just felt had a little bit more experience. That's why we put KJ also in the lineup. But if you look, we had some experienced guys on the floor. And I sat some of the newer guys down because, again, they got to understand, whether you're in the Big Ten or ACC, wherever you were last year, when you come into these type of games, man, it's a battle every night.
You had a 3-2 zone going most of the game, or it seemed like 1-2, 3-2 zone. Mm-hmm. And it seemed to work better in the second half. Is that because you had more experienced guys?
Well, I'm going to say this: we don't play zone. I every time I had to always say that. No. You're fine. And so, but we did change up our look. And it was kind of a point forward deal that we kind of put up top. And I thought JoJo did a really nice job of coming in and kind of settling that down. And again, we became the aggressor. They became very tentative on the offensive end. We kind of flipped the script with them in that regards. And so, again, and I thought this guy led us tonight when we really needed somebody to step up. When you're a really good player and your team is struggling, you got to carry him. And I thought offensively he carried us today.
You didn't have any big baskets from the field at some point in the second half, and then you kind of took over. What was the difference for you down the stretch?
I think just playing the right way in the first half, and then eventually understanding the game will come. You don't have to force stuff. The game will come to you. So that was kind of my mindset.
I don't remember. I've covered basketball a long time. There's not many times I can say a team went 30 for 30 from the free throw line, 19 for 19. That was the difference in the game. That's what they won the game.
Yeah. Well, one thing we preach is little things. If you do the little things right, the big things will take care of themselves. And we didn't turn over, and we made free throws. A lot of times we'll be in practice, and it's important that we step up and we make them. A lot of times when you want to end practice by just shooting free throws, we challenge the guys every day at the free throw shooting. That's one of the little things that we talked about last year. Even in the conference tournament, if we had made the free throw before that, we don't have to worry about that situation where there was a bad call at the end. And so those are things that we can control. And when you're down 20, you better make them all. And so and we were able to do that.
I saw Josiah Moore come in the beginning of the second half, and it almost seemed like the entire thing turned.
Yeah.
Not that everybody wasn't hustling and everything else. When he hit the floor and went after that basketball and was not going to give it up, it seemed like everything just changed. Clicked.
Yeah, I love the kid. I think, again, he hates when I say this, but he's a football player playing basketball. He just has a nose, man, and when there's a loose ball, I think he's getting it every single time. I don't care who it is. I think he's coming up with it. He just has a nose for the ball that way.
Do you recall, you've had been coaching a long time, you've had some good comebacks. Do you recall offhand one of your teams coming back from 20 down?
Yeah, I've done that. Not so much how we did it. You know, generally when you come back it's like a barrage of threes, and you just start. But what generally happens is that when you catch up, you run out of gas. I thought we got stronger. Once we tied them, we even got stronger. You know, if we had played another 5 minutes, we kept getting stronger and stronger and stronger as the game went on. And so I thought our conditioning level was terrific that way. But give them credit. And I was trying to tell, they came in here to win this game, and this was one of those badge of honor games. And so I've had teams here before that would have lost tonight, and so it shows me a lot about this group.
What you came back for.
Yeah.
How much, after not playing a big role last year, how much fun is it to play such a huge role today and help your team win this game?
I mean, it's what I play basketball for, you know, to get on the court, help my teammates win. Today I feel like I helped Rowan by just, you know, taking the ball out of his hands, you know, just helping him see the game in different ways, you know, not have to worry about bringing it up and just being there for my teammates. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
Something to Rowan. On both sides of the ball, Rowan, you seem to be upping your game more than I've seen in the past. Not that you're a great player, but defensive side, you're backing the ball, you're diving for everything that's imaginable. Coach Ron was talking earlier this year before the season about how it's time to step up your game. You stepped up your game, man. Nice job.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about that.
I just think, you know, being a leader, obviously, like, I got some preseason honors or whatever, but none of that really matters unless we win games, and we're not going to win games every night if we're just hot from three. So, I mean, I think it starts with me leading the example on the defensive end.
All right, thank you guys.